everybody, thank you so much for joining me here on Messy Girl Crafts. My name is Ashley. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome home. And happy fall, y'all. It is fall time. We are in October. The burr months are here. I know in Florida it's still bloody hot, but I'm just embracing it, and I'm enjoying the fact that we are getting ever closer to the winter holidays, which is really where I start to kick off. But anyways, for fall, we have a really special event going on, the Small Shop Fall Festival for 2025, and I'm so thankful to Brittany and Robin for inviting me to be part of these premiere videos. I'm so excited to highlight some of my favorite small shops, specifically my small shop tray collection, which you can see kind of behind me. We're going to go through them. I figured this would be great because over the first year of my diamond painting journey, I've been really just like testing out things. I want to try things from a bunch of different places. I want to see which ones I like the most or what I like to use for different reasons. And I think that that's something really cool about small shops. It's just the versatility. You know, they tend to really work with their customers to make custom things or to make sure it's fitting for what you're looking for, to, you know, the use purpose. It's not just like like if you walked into Walmart and bought something off the shelf, like you're not going to call the Walmart and be like, hey, can you make this size, or can you make it this color instead? I literally DM some of these small shops, their shop owners, and we have discussed design options. And so like that is so unique and special to me, the fact that I can literally customize things that I'm going to be using every day while I diamond paint. And you can't do that with Walmart. So yeah, we're going to go through a couple specific companies that I have in my small shop tray collection. Here you can see we have NYX's Notions. This is actually the very first, and you can see, I told you customized. It says Messy Girl Crafts on it, and then it has the year I bought it. So NYX's Notions is an Etsy shop. So we're going to talk about NYX's Notions trays. I have the beloved Munimade. We have some Munimade trays here. I have a small and a big. Both of these I got because I upgraded to the premium toolkit when I bought canvases from her shop. I didn't even look before this video. I have no idea what number I am on the customs order list. There's like a waiting list to get customs from Munimade. I don't know that I'll ever come off of that list. I was like, when I first got on it a year ago, I was like number 500 and something. Who knows how long it is now. But anyways, I have Munimade trays, so we'll talk about these. And then we have Bijou Bliss, my absolute favorite diamond painting tray of all time. I love Bijou Bliss trays, another Etsy shop, and I just love using these. I have a great collection. And then last but not least, we have Creations Morin trays. I love these little handheld Creations Morin trays. You can see their branding on the bottom there. These are so great as well. So we're going to talk about all of these, and we're also going to do some demos with them. I'm going to talk about, you know, how I use them in diamond painting. Some of them I use them for drills to put on the canvas, and then sometimes I use the ones that are kind of bigger, more of this like trinket trays. So we're going to go through all of that, but let's just go through and let me show you my collection first, and then we'll do some demo stuff. Does that sound good? Okay. So I guess since we started with NYX's Notions, I will pull all of these down. Ooh, I don't want it to fall. It fell anyway. There are a lot of these. I found NYX's Notions like pretty much first when I was looking at different accessories and small shops to try. So this is one of the first Etsy shops that I found that did kind of custom accessories in diamond painting. So I have, let's see, four of the big ones. And let me I'm going to pull up on my screen here while we're chatting. I'm going to pull up their shop because each shop has like a unique way that they name their sizes. And so I want to kind of give you guys a good picture of like what the sizes are. That way, if you guys are interested in purchasing these, you can basically copy the exact thing that I got. And definitely check the description box below. I'm going to have all of these shops linked so you can go shopping for the holiday season, for yourself, for someone else, whatever you want to do. Okay, so let me first go look in my favorites on Etsy, and that will help me find everybody. Everybody is an Etsy shop. Well, actually, that's a lie. Two are Etsy shops, two are their own websites. Munimade and Creations Morin have their own websites, and then Bijou Bliss and NYX's Notions, they are Etsy. So let me look at the Etsy ones first, just to make it simple for myself. Nix's Notions, where could you be? I know you're in here somewhere. Also, all of these companies have Facebook pages too, where you can follow their shops, and sometimes they do kind of sneak peeks, or their Instagrams as well. There they are. They do like sneak peeks, or like, hey, this is coming up in the shop, or maybe they have little discount codes for you. So definitely follow these folks on social media as well, because that's also how I know when things are coming up. And a lot of these small shops, you will see them featured in many of the events that happen throughout the year. So, you know, for example, like when I did Mini DP Madness, or when Katie and Lindsay does Drills and Chills, you know, you see a lot of event trays that come out from all of these different shops. And I think that that's so unique, especially if you love participating in diamond painting events. You can get matching accessories to go with your event, and it always reminds you of that event. I actually have a Bijou Bliss Drills and Chills tray on its way to me right now. But we're talking about Nix's Notions right now. So I have their Etsy shop up, and I'm going to take a peek at their custom tray sizes so we can talk about size, like I said. Diamond painting trays. Okay. So the big one is called the Venti. Let me see if I can get something that has all the sizes listed. I think mostly what I've been ordering from Nix's Notions is the custom size listing. And so that's the one where you can kind of personalize it, put your name on it, all that fun stuff. So we have, let's see, choose your color in the Venti. Yes. Okay. So these ones here, these are Ventis. That's the size. That's what this size is called. These are Ventis. And then these ones, I remember because it was a fun name. These ones, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're called Submarines. I don't think these ones say Venti on the sides. No. Okay. But these ones, you can see, these are called Submarines. That's the actual name of the size of this. So essentially a submarine is the same like footprint as the Venti, but as you can see, the walls are much different. So the submarine is on the bottom, the Venti is on the top, but then just look at the depth difference. I feel like a submarine is like 2.5 like sizes of the Venti. So there you have it. I mean, the Venti is so good if you are doing like a huge color blocking section. And honestly, the submarines, these are still my favorite size from Nix's Notions because I like having a lower profile. I will say though, it's harder to like, I tend to spill more putting my drills back in the tray with this because the walls are so short. Sometimes I get too aggressive with my angle and they pop out, but we'll do some demoing in a little bit. So that's the two sizes I have here. I have the submarine and the Venti. Let's go through the submarines first because I was just holding this one up. So this one is a really pretty like transition color. So you can see it's got this like purple green hue to it. It's very, very pretty. On one side it does say submarine. Then on the back it says 2023, and then it also says submarine on the other side. Oh, sorry, Nix's Notions it says on this side here. So we have that. All of them come with these little 3D printed stoppers. So you do have a stopper that fits in nice and snug in there. And when I ordered these, they came with extra stoppers. So if for whatever reason this broke or you lost it or whatever, Nix's Notions does typically, at least in my order when I ordered it last year, she provided extra stoppers for all of my trays. So I had extras. So yeah, this is the submarine. Again, very low profile. And I believe that colorway, I should probably find that for you guys too, in case you want to know what the colorway is called. I want to say that one was Wisteria. Let me look in my previous purchases, and that way I can find it easily. Although I ordered it last year, so let me do a little bit of scrolling. But I wanna say that one was called Wisteria, which was funny because when I ordered it and it was called Wisteria, I was like picturing one thing, but then when it showed up, I was like, they should have called this Mardi Gras because this just looks, I don't know, this reminds me of like New Orleans. It's giving Mardi Gras to me. But hey, who am I? So let me scroll back and see if I can find the original purchase of that one. Shouldn't take me too long. Okay, here we go. Personalized, those were the Ventis. I ordered the submarines first, I'm sure. So I have to scroll all the way back. Literally, this was like one of the first things I bought when I was figuring out, yeah, Wisteria Lane. That's what this is called. So this is called Wisteria Lane. And something that you'll probably hear a lot from small shops, especially people who do 3D printing, when they post a picture on the website of their product, you have to remember that this is like a filament. And so it's like one really long string of filament, and they can't guarantee that every single 3D printed item is going to have the exact same effect as the one that's in the picture. So like the one that was in the picture that I originally bought, it had more of a blue-green shift, but this one is definitely like purple. It's purple-green. And again, I still think it looks really pretty, but I was anticipating blue-green, but also you have to realize that you're not guaranteed to have an exact match as to what's in the listing picture, because it's one long piece of filament. So as they keep using it, the colors are shifting and changing within the filament. So I kind of expected that. Then I have these other two that are just straight colors. So this one is like a purple, and this one is just like another submarine. It's just like this really pretty purple color. Let me see. I'm going to see if it'll actually tell me in my receipt what the color was that I chose. Oh, that just brings me back to the listing. Let's see. Choose color, submarine diamond painting tray. It doesn't tell me the exact color I picked. I can't find it. But again, this is like some sort of purple, obviously. I think, oh, you want to know what? I remember both of these, both of these are color changing. I remember because, and if you guys have been watching my channel for a long time, you might remember this too. It was like one of the very first videos on my channel featuring small shops. These are color changing. And when I bought them, I knew they were color changing, and I was like so excited about them because I was like, oh my gosh, a color changing tray. Like, that's so cool. Here, I'm going to stick the purple one under my butt, just like I did in that video, to show you what I'm talking about. In case you're newer to my channel and you don't remember this, it was hilarious. So in the video, okay, I just took the stopper out so it doesn't go flying. But in the video, I was like so excited to get these to change colors. So I was like gripping them like this, and I was like holding them in my hand, and like they weren't changing colors. Like they weren't really doing anything. And I was like, oh, that's such a bummer. I thought I ordered color changing trays. I don't understand why they're not working. And then I was like, I had the stupidest, brilliant idea. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go put them. Maybe they're color changing with cold. I'm an idiot. So I go down to literally in the video, I go down to my refrigerator and I stick them in the freezer. Okay? I stick them in the freezer for 5 minutes and I take them out. Shock, surprise, they still haven't changed color. And I'm like, oh man, like I really thought these were color changing, but it doesn't look like they are. And then at the very end of the video, I was like, last ditch effort, I'm just gonna sit on them. So I literally stuck them under my leg and I sat on them for like my outro, and then I pulled it out from under my butt and it started to color change. You can kind of see it. I didn't sit on it for very long, but can you see how it's getting a little pink on the edges? Do you see how it is kind of color changing? You really have to sit on it. It's hot in Florida, so I feel like it doesn't, I don't know, I feel like it's not as effective when I'll just sit on it for a while like I did in that video. I'm putting both one under each thigh. So we're just gonna sit on them for a while and we're gonna just hope that they change colors. But the green one changes to like a yellow and the purple one changes to like a pink. It really works, I swear. But it was just such a funny video. If I can remember, I will link that video in the description box with Nyx's Notions information as well, because they really do change color. And it was just super funny because I was so excited in that video that I actually got them to change color. So I was like, yes! It was just really hilarious. But yeah, so those are the submarine sizes from Nyx's Notions that I have. Then we have these venti Nyx's Notions. These are just so, they have presence. Like they have presence, right? They're just like, bam. And look how nice that's cut on the side. Messy Girl Crafts, love to see it. And then again, on the back, it says 2024. And then it says Nyx's Notions on the other side. I just thought it was so cool to have my channel name on something. This is something I bought like when I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers. And so to have like my channel name on a tray, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just like the people who have events and they put their event name on trays and stuff. Like I felt famous. I was very excited about it. But yeah, these are very deep. And so like I said, you know, if you have a huge color blocking section, these are great for that because it has very high walls. So you can dump a lot of drills in here and they are not going to spill out. You're not gonna have issues with that. And the stopper is just as tall. So you have tons of space there to pour your drills back in. And I really love the curvature here to funnel everything down. Things don't really get stuck much in these, but yeah, these trays are definitely large and in charge. I just honestly, when I first got these in the mail, I just liked to look at them. Like sometimes I would use them, but most of the time I just sat them like in front of me while I was using like maybe a submarine tray for like less colors. And I just liked to look at it because it was like pretty. And you know what I did a lot with these is I used them as trinket trays because they fit. Like, this is a diamond painting pen that I have from Enabler's Outpost. They literally fit the entire pen and then some in there. So I would just like put my pen, put my tweezers, put my Lego separator to open my containers. You could put putty, wax. This thing has so much room. Look at all that room. So I would literally set this on my table and I would use it to put all my stuff in it. So that way I didn't like, you know, things roll off your table, you lose things. I just always would use these as like a kind of makeshift trinket tray. So that is something that I did quite often, or I do quite often with these trays because they're just so big. And it's not all the time that you have a canvas that has a ton of colors. So again, this is NYX's Notions, Messy Girl Crafts. This was a custom one that I ordered. Let me see if I can get the color way of this one. Did it take me all the way back? No, it did not. Thank God. Okie pokey dokie. Let me see. Oh, maybe if I view the receipt, it'll tell me the color I picked. That might be the way to do it. Let's see. Yes, okay. This is Matte Arctic Ice. That's the colorway of this particular tray. If you like this color, Matte Arctic Ice. I'm a big fan of like matte. I know I like, right now my nails are sparkly because I went to Alaska, but like I love matte nails. I love matte things. I just think it like looks classy. I don't know. I like it. Nothing against shiny. I have shiny too, but I just like the way matte things look. This one is the colorway Peach Island. Peach Island. So again, it has that. And then I have Messy Girl Crafts on that again. And it's another venti tray. It's just, I love this like peachy color. Both of these colors together, I just like really like these colors together. So again, you can fit a bunch of stuff in here. It's the same size as the other one. And again, you can get them custom done. So again, if you're hosting an event, or if you're like me and you just think it's cool to have your name on something, you can go on to NYX's Notions personalized listing, and you can have her write whatever you want that will fit on the side. She can write it on there for you, specifically on the venties. I don't think she can do it with the submarines because there's not enough space, but on the venties there's plenty of space to put name, words, hashtags, whatever you want. So there's that one. Then this one was another custom that I got. This one is in the colorway Blood Red Rose, and I put my name on it. It just says Ashley. It just says Ashley, but this one is like, this is a shinier one, as you can see. Red is my favorite color. And can you understand why? Look at how gorgeous that tray is. Ooh, I love it. This would be a great one to use during the Halloween time because it's like blood red, but yeah, or even Valentine's Day. This is so pretty. It's like a candy red, but it's called Blood Red Rose. In case anybody wants to, again, copy me, please feel free to purchase everything I have because I love it so much. But yeah, Ashley, and then it says NYX's Notions on the other side. So those are the 3 venties that I purchased for myself. And then I forgot what order this came in, but actually NYX's Notions gave me this tray for free. This is a tray for ADHD and ADD awareness. So it says that on the side. So this is something that she actually made for her shop on her own. There's just a little bit of fuzz. That's just because it's fuzzy. But again, it has the same features, 2024 NYX's Notions, ADHD, ADD awareness. This is like just a really cool tray for like awareness of those things. And so again, very special to use during those celebratory months. Okay, I'm trying to pull the submarines. There we go. Now you can see. Do you see what I'm saying? They're color changing, I promise. I probably have lines imprinted on my butt right now. This is the yellow, and so this one was originally a green color, and you can see it's yellow now. And then the purple and the pink. The only downside to these is like I literally had to sit on them to get them to change color. So if the temperature in your house is relatively cold, just the heat of your hands is probably not enough to make them change, but if you sit on them, they change really nicely. But I love the effect of the color changing. I just wish it was a little bit more sensitive. But sometimes when I was diamond painting for like a good long session, if I was leaning my arm like on it, it would change colors a lot faster. But like, look how cool that looks. I love that. I love the yellow green and I love the purple pink. So these are my color changing trays, and you can already see it going back to purple as it cools off. So those are all of my NYX's Notions trays. So let me just put the little stoppers back in the top there. Just gonna stack them off to the side because I already did them. Okay, but yeah, if you haven't watched that video where I did this for the first time and I had no idea how to get them to change color and then I sat on them, I rewatch that end part sometimes when I need a good laugh because I like was unhinged. I was so excited that they changed colors because I was like, I just felt bad. I was like, I'm reviewing a small shop for the first time. I don't want to make anyone look bad. Like I was so in my head about it. And then I got them to change color like they were supposed to. And I was like, yes. So it was just really funny. Okay. So that's NYX's Notions. Now I have to go back to, I'm just going to stay in Etsy, but I'm going to go back to see when I bought my first Bijou Bliss tray. Definitely it was last year. Because I found them pretty early as well. But I have to go find what page they're on my Etsy purchases. I've been doing a lot of Etsy shopping over the last year or so. Okay, so here we go. This one, ooh, and maybe I can even figure out which one was my very first one. Oh, I did it again. I clicked on the listing. Oh, good grief. Let's see. NYX, no, Bijou. I want Bijou. Here we go. When I click on view receipt, that's where it tells me the good information. Okay, so this one, I got the Silk Cyan as my, oh wait, Sapphire, Silk Cyan, and Silk Dark. So that is this one. All of the trays I have, except for one that was a freebie, they're all the same size. I know for a fact that these are all called original. That's the size. I am obsessed. I can't, like, y'all, it's not everybody's favorite. Not everybody loves a magnetic tray, and I respect it. But for me, these trays have become my full obsession. This is my favorite size. It fits in your hand perfectly. It's not too big. It's not too small. It has magnets in the stopper. So like these have little magnets on them and they magnetize here. So they just easily just pop right back in. They always have some sort of cute symbol on the top, and she allows you to customize that symbol with different ones that she's done in the past. So like the diamond symbol is like the normal symbol that like any of them can come with, but for events or for special times of the year, she'll drop special symbols on the top, which you'll see some other symbols that I have. But yeah, so we have that. And then the inside, you get to fully, like these are fully customizable, and the tray, the lid is magnetic as well. So you can see the 4 magnets in the corners. So this magnetizes and it doesn't come off. So whenever I'm working on a canvas and I'm ready to change colors, I put the lid back on, I take out the stopper, and I just go like this and put all the drills back in the storage container because again, I have a problem where I get too aggressive with putting my stuff back in the storage container, and I lose a lot of drills that way whenever there's not like a lid. And even sometimes when there is a lid, the lid can fall off, it becomes a mess. These are magnetic and they are strong magnets. Like they're good. They're super strong. So I'm fully obsessed, and they magnetize to each other. So it's kind of fun to kind of just keep them stacked in like this brick form. Obviously they can easily separate, but look, like they're magnetized together. So I'm a Bijou Bliss girl, hashtag Bijou gang. This was the very, very, very first tray that I got from them. Again, this is the original size. The primary color is Silk Sapphire. So that's this outer color, Silk Sapphire. The secondary color, which is the color of this blue diamond, is Cyan, Silk Cyan. And then the tertiary color is the color inside of the lines of, it's like the outline of the diamond. That is Silk Dark Purple. And also the Silk Dark Purple is the lines of the tray, and then the Cyan is the background. So with Bijou Bliss, they allow you to kind of customize, like I said, each aspect of the colors, and even picking a special front symbol. It's all customizable, and they have many other sizes than the original. The original is just my favorite. So I have this one. I also have, this one is a more recent purchase. This is like literally, you know what? Here, let me go back in my listing because I know a million of you guys are going to ask in the comments, like, what color is that one? And I want to be able to tell you what that is. So let me go back. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to look it up for real. Okay. And also this is kind of showing you from oldest to newest what trays I've bought from them. I have quite a few. And I have one on the way, as I said. Okay, the Mint Shimmer and Lilac. Is that this one? Yes. Oh, when they came out, when Bijou Bliss came out with the bow topper, I lost my mind. Okay, so this one was the second one that I got. This one is the primary color. This outside color is Matte Lilac. That's Matte Lilac. And then the secondary color, which is the color of the bow, is Mint Shimmer. So you can kind of see it has a shimmer effect. And then the tertiary color is Satin Hot Magenta. So that's the outline of the bow. And then you can see the Satin Hot Magenta is the lines, and then the shimmer, the Mint Shimmer is the background. Obsessed. Fully obsessed. Okay, so that was the second one that I bought. I'm just going to stack them up with each other. Then I bought this one here. This one was a pre-made, so this was one that she came out with for, I think, Valentine's Day, so I didn't design this one at all. But it has this awesome love potion on the front, and that's what the inside looks like. I also love to have different versions of these trays depending on what color drill I'm using. So if I'm using a darker drill, I like to put them in lighter trays where the base is lighter, because then I feel like I can way more easily identify drills that have like imperfections on them to pull them out and throw them away. And if I have a lighter color drill, I like to use a darker background, because then again, same thing, I think I can identify the like trash drills way easier. But yeah, this one was from Valentine's Day last year. I ordered it on January 23rd. So it came in time for Valentine's Day. And that was in the same order as the purple one with the bow on it. Let's see what came next. So we have that one. Okay, the next one I got was for the Be a Little Artsy event that was run by Leopard Leatherworks. So this was the event tray for Be a Little Artsy. It has an art palette on the front, and it's got this really pretty blue and pink on the inside. And then it has the customized Be a Little Artsy 2025 thing on the side there. So this is an event tray. So this is, again, one that I did not design. This was one that was just available on the site. So if Leopard Leatherworks wants to continue doing Be a Little Artsy, maybe Bijou Bliss will come out with another tray next year. But yeah, this one is really great, again, in the original size. I also like that the stopper is a different color too. So, love it. Okay, the next one that I got here was, hold on, I have to view my receipt so I can see the details. I got the Lucky Cat one. So this is the one that I've been like currently obsessed with that I can't put down. I affectionately call her my McDonald's cat, because I didn't realize this when I ordered it, but I basically picked McDonald's colors, which I think is hilarious. But it's like it's a Lucky Cat. This was not available on the website, and this is what I was talking about when small shops are willing to work with you on design. This specific like picture in the front was not one of the ones that she just had on her listings in Etsy, but I was like deep diving into her Instagram, on the shop's Instagram, and I had saw that this was a previous release, and I DM'd her and I was like, can I get that cat please on something? And she was like, yes, girl. And I was like, oh my God. So I got this cat on, again, my favorite color is red, so I picked this red. The Lucky Cat lid design, that's what this is called. It's called the Lucky Cat lid. And I got matte white with shiny cherry as the primary color of the tray. So again, this is matte white. The kitty is matte white. This is shiny cherry, which I am like fully obsessed with. And then I got yellow shimmer as the tertiary color. So I liked the yellow shimmer because it gives gold more than yellow. So the yellow shimmer is giving that gold effect to it. And then on the inside you have the yellow shimmer as the lines and the matte white as the background, but the tray being red it's making me want a French fry real bad. I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding. But I've been using this tray a lot recently because I just love it. And I love cats and she's adorable. I literally want to get like a bunch of different cats like in different like trays that I customize because they're just so cute. So you could try to make one. It's hard because you can only pick one color for the cat. So if you have a cat that's got like black and white or they're like a calico, there was a Claws and Paws event tray that had different, I think it was like 3 or 4 different paws that all looked like different cats. So technically it's possible, but I don't know if, I mean, again, DM the shop and see what they can do for you. This was a DM creation, so just letting you know, they're very willing to work with you. So I did that one. And then this was a pre-made that I got. She did a Zodiac series and I had to get my sign. I had to get Aries. And again, it was red. I was like, perfect. I love red. So this is what the inside looks like. It's like an iridescent, almost translucent outer color. And then it's got the red lines and the red stopper. The stopper is really cute too. And then this is the lid. It just says Aries and it has the ram on it. And I love it. I love the simplicity of it. And it's just so pretty. I love it. I love it. These are so well made. I can't even stand it. I am not, by the way, I'm not sponsored or paid by Bijou Bliss. I'm just literally an obsessed fan. Okay. Then the next one I have is, oh, this was another custom one that I did. This just has the diamond symbol on the top. And this is in the original size. Silk Dual Lemonade is the color. So you can see how it has that orange, pink, yellow shift. Do you see the little bit of pink that comes out when you shift it? You can see it in the stopper really well too, the pink and the orange. So this is called Silk Dual Lemonade. And then my secondary color is Silk Black. This is Silk Black in the diamond. And then I have the Silk Black in the lines as well. So this is just 2 colors. So again, with Bijou Bliss, you can do a lot of customization. You can do it where you have 3 colors where you're choosing like a primary, a secondary, and a tertiary, or you can just choose a primary and a secondary. So you have options there. But this one was just a custom I did because I was really excited about this dual lemonade color. So, and I wanted it to stand out. So I just got black as the diamond. And I think it looks cool as heck. So that's this one. And then I must have forgotten, because I definitely bought this, like, I don't think this was the most recent one I bought, but maybe I'm crazy. I don't know, maybe I missed it, but I got this one. This was, again, not one that was custom. This was one that was just for sale during the holiday season, but this one is so pretty, and it has the candy striped sides. Very pretty. And it has this this green shimmery stopper. And then it's got these really cute candy canes. And that's what it looks like on the inside. I could make a whole 1-hour video on Bijou Bliss. I'm obsessed. Favorite tray. We'll continue to buy them. Love them, love them, love them. Go shopping. Okay, so oh, I almost forgot. Take it to little mini. This was a free gift. I did not buy this. But this is what I use to store my trash drills. So it actually has trash drills in it right now. I don't want to like throw them everywhere, but do you see? So I just keep this on my, you can actually kind of use it like a cover minder. Like if you put the lid under your diamond painting, you can actually, these magnetize to the bottom. So this is usually how I diamond paint, is I put the tray on, or the lid on the bottom so it doesn't get lost or damaged. And then when I want to change colors, I just take this off, put it on top, pull out the stopper, and tip it over. But this, because it's so itty bitty, I use this to store all my trash drills, and then I throw them away when it gets too full or when I get annoyed at looking at it. But this was just like a little freebie she gave me at one point. So that's so cute. I'm obsessed. I need to move on because I'll just keep talking. Okay, let's do Munimade. So Munimade, I only have 2 trays from them. And these were both, again, premium toolkit upgrades. These have lids, which is really cool, and they're really easy to get off because they have these like notches. You can see right here, they have like a little notch to grab with your hands. On the side, it does say Munimade, so you know it's a Munimade tray. I have a big one and a small one. The big orange came with Embrace of the Pumpkin, I believe, by Munimade, and my small one came with the, I can't remember the name of the kit off the top of my head, but it was like the mama bear and the baby bear. So I got both of these with that. So let's look at the big one first. There is a lid or a stopper, but you can't pull it out. It doesn't come out unless you pull the lid off, which is nice because it won't accidentally just come out on accident. You have to use this little tab here to lift. And then the tray lid looks like this. So it has the grooves all around. So that's how it fits in so snugly. And then this stopper is no joke. Look at that stopper. It is large and in charge. And then, yeah, it honestly, these are very similar to the NYX's Notions trays. So they just have like the lines, but what's cool is they have beveled corners inside. So that way your drills don't get stuck when you're pouring them out of the top. And again, very high walls, very good for large color blocking areas. Or like I showed you before with the other trays, I love to use these as a trinket tray. So you can literally put all of your trinkets in here and they won't get lost. Highly recommend. And then the lid just goes back on, easy peasy. Now Munimade has custom availability as well, but you have to get on a list to do their customs. The list is very long. Let me actually look at their website. I literally haven't looked at the customs list. Munimade. I have not looked in a very long time because I low-key kind of gave up. I was like, I don't think I'm ever coming off of this list. Okay, so let me look at handmade shop maybe. No, where are the trays? Other crafts? No. Diamond painting, accessories, trays. Okay, we're getting closer. Okay, we've got oopsie trays, custom order trays. Here we go. Let's see. There's currently 260 people in front of me. Okay, so it's gone down. That's good to know. The list is forever growing. So you can click on the custom order and get on the waiting list. And essentially when your number comes up, Munimade will reach out to you and say, hey, you know, it's your turn. What custom trays do you want? And they can put special things on the side. Now, what I will tell you is the custom trays, there's a new version of the Munimade trays. So I got these last year. Yeah, either late last year or very early this year, but I want to say it was like a while ago. They have since upgraded their trays so that they also have magnets. So previously, like these ones, they don't have any magnets in them at all. This just kind of fits perfectly into place and you just kind of push it down as the lid. But now there are magnets in the Munimade trays, kind of like the Bijou Bliss ones. So we'll see if my number comes up and they have the magnet trays. I'll probably want to try one or two of them, but for now I just have the old school ones, which still work perfectly well. I've learned through my first year of diamond painting that I really do prefer smaller trays. I just like it when they fit in my hand. They're easy to pack. And typically, even if I'm working on a large color blocking section, I'm not putting every single drill into my tray. Even if I'm working on a large diamond, like a large section of color blocking, I'll just continue to refill my tray. It's just less bulky for me and it makes me less accident prone. So trays like this size or just like a little bit bigger, like the originals from Bijou Bliss, those are really the ones that I prefer now that I have a little bit more experience. In the very beginning of my diamond painting journey, I was buying bigger trays because I was like, bigger trays, more drills. But I've learned that my personal preference is more hand size, like things that can fit in your hand. So again, this is the cute little Munimade one. I love this color. This like teal color is so pretty. And again, you can just pop the lid right off. It's got the big Mama Jamma stopper in there for you. And then you have the tray itself. And again, the wall height is good. Not going to be spilling too much out of there. But yeah, these two trays, again, I just got with my purchases because I did an upgrade on the canvases that I bought. And I'm really happy I have them. Majority of the people that I started watching on YouTube when I was just starting to diamond paint basically were very upfront that the custom list with Munimade was forever long. And they said the hack to getting a Munimade tray without making a custom order is to just order a canvas and upgrade the toolkit. And that's exactly what I did. And now I have my two Munimade trays that I'm very happy with. So that's Munimade. Then last but certainly not least is Creations Morin, okay? These trays are so stinking cute. I think if I thought about the order of how I found these shops, NYX's Notions was first. Then it was probably Creations Morin, Bijou Bliss, and then the Munimade trays I think were the most recent trays that I got from like a small shop. These trays are so like perfect for travel, and they're so cute, and I love the size. They're like, I can't call them minis, but they're definitely smaller, right? Like if we look at like the original Bijou Bliss tray that I was showing you before, just like look at the size difference. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not super, super smaller, but it's smaller. And it's great to put in like your, when you have the bottle case, like these fit in the top net section of your bottle cases super well. So let's go through these. None of these are customized. These are all ones that they just had on their website, and I bought them because I just couldn't stand how cute they were. The first one that I bought was this one last Christmas. It's a cute little gingerbread house. I'm so obsessed with it. I also absolutely love the engineering of these, like how these work, right? So number one, this is the most detailed topper I have seen from any other shop. It's 3D. Do you see that? Like the black is, it's not smooth. It's like a 3D printed, like it comes out at you. And then every little piece of it has like special colors. Every single one of those little gumdrops is a different color. I know that that doesn't seem like a lot, but this is handmade. Like somebody programmed their machine. They had to design this. Like this takes a lot of time. I have so much appreciation for this level of commitment. And then look at that stopper. This is such a unique stopper, and I love it because it fits perfectly. Like the fit is a perfect fit. And I just love that it has like a not so huge profile. It just perfectly fits in the little top part, and it comes out, and it's very snug, but not too snug. I love the design of these. And then the lid, it's a sliding lid, but there are little ledges here, so it can't come forward. Like if I push it like this, it can't pop out. It has to go in these grooves to be able to slide shut. And I love the design of the bottom of the lid here. So like when you close it, it makes a perfect smooth thing. You know what I mean? Like it's not like this edge is missing. Like it doesn't feel weird. It's so perfectly made. I can't explain it. So this is what the inside looks like. Again, it's just the perfect little size. And this is the only set of trays that have that little bottom part built in. I have heard of a lot of people that do like the washi tape method. I don't think the Munimade ones have that. Am I crazy? No. Okay. I was like, do the Munimade ones have that? No. So this is the only set of trays that have this bridge built in at the bottom. So when you pour drills in here and you shake it, excess drills will fall to the bottom, and this will help you line up your trays like perfectly without a bunch of like extra drills falling on top of them. The design level here is just out of this world, and it's just so perfectly small. Like I use these a lot when I'm diamond painting on a plane, when I'm traveling, if I can only bring something small in my toolkit when I'm going away. And it fits perfectly in your hand. It's like the perfect little like hand tray, paint gem, mini dazzle, pretty little gem, whatever. Like it's the perfect little, just love it. Love it. So that is what it looks like. And again, look at how easy it is to slide it in there. And then it can't come off unless you pull it backwards. So it can't come out at all. I love it. So this is the gingerbread. Then I have this other one that's Meowie Christmas. How could I not? And then the cat is in the tree, which if you have cats, you know. If you know, you know. Okay? But the design is the exact same. Now, I will say, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing on Creations Morin's Facebook group that they also had a tray upgrade, and they might have changed a couple things. So these I did buy last year. So if you go shopping from them and you see that their trays look a little different, that it could be. I mean, everybody evolves, right? But I bought these in 2024. So they say Creations Morin on them. Meowie Christmas. And then the last two that I have were from their spring collection. So I got this adorable unicorn. Okay. So cute. Love that. It's just so precious. And then the other one I got were these really pretty flowers. Just like a little field of flowers for springtime. Spring is my favorite season. It's also my birthday season. My birthday is March 29th, so I love a spring vibe. So yeah, these are my four, as I throw it to the ground, these are my 4 Creations Morin trays that I love so, so much. Again, they're just so intentionally well made, and I am obsessed. And I like to use these for travel, and when I have to be in a small space and not take up a lot of room. These are my favorite for that particular experience. Okay, so I am going to break for a second, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to pour drills into each of these, and I'm going to shake them out to create lines, and then I'm going to pour them back in the container just so you have an idea, and then we will come back here and wrap up this video. So I will see you in a sec. Okay, so we are now at my diamond painting table. I have my beautiful Munimade Embrace of the Pumpkin by Kikawa canvas here. I have all of my different trays on hand, ready to work with and show you how they work when I pour them in and out of my containers. And I also have my little Bijou Bliss trash minder tray situation, so I'm just going to put this off to the side in case I find any. And again, while we're working, I'm just going to use this NYX's Notions tray to kind of hold all of my little tools. So I'm just going to put this off to the side. So this is the little section that I was working on right now. This is my canvas for drills and chills. Just ignore me. I mess that up all the time. So let's pick a color. I'm going to do the number 1 just because I see there's a lot of that here. So I'm going to grab the number 1, and I'm going to use my little Lego separator to open it. And let's start off with the Creations Morin one, just because it's right in front of me. So I'm just going to use this one right here. So we're going to take the lid off. I'm going to pour those in there. Okay, so shaky, shaky. Wow. Okay, do you see how nice here? I'm gonna try to zoom in if I can. There we go. Look how nice. And then you just kind of tilt it, shake it down, and that is ready to diamond paint for you right there. That's how nicely, oh, these are such sparkly drills. Munimade, love it. So that is my first round. And again, I'm just gonna put one or two down here. I'm just gonna do a couple. Oh, if I have a new glue dot, so they're a little bit sticky. But yeah, we're just gonna diamond paint. And again, this is typically how I diamond paint, where I actually hold the tray like this. Here, let me zoom back out because you totally did not see that. There we go. So when I am diamond painting, I usually hold the tray like this, and I can even push this up so you can see it better. Let me just scoochy that so it's more in frame. There we go. So when I'm diamond painting, I typically hold my tray like this, and I'm left-handed, so I grab my drills from the left side. I typically have the stopper, like the head of the tray, in my hand like this, and then I pick out of it like this. That's just how I personally diamond paint, so I'm just gonna keep putting them down. Okay, let's say I've had enough of this tray, and I'm like, okay, we're all good. So I'm gonna put my thing down, and then the way I put my things back in the container is I put the lid back on so it's secure. I pull out the stopper. I have my, this is the Diamond Art Club storage container, and I just tilt it and I aggressively shake it. Okay, because I don't have to worry about anything falling out because it has the lid, right? So I'm not worried about anything bad happening there. And then you just take the top off to see if you have any stragglers, which I do. When you have these little ledges, that happens, right? Like, it happens. But again, it's not as many as when I first put it in, but now I just tap the inside and I shake it around, and we're good. All gone. Everything's out. So then I put my lid back on, and we move on to the next tray. So the next one I'm going to show you is Beiju Bliss. So I'm going to pull a Beiju Bliss tray out here. I'm not going to lie, these are the trays that I use the most often, for sure. And again, I'm just going to tilt you a little bit so you can see better. There you go. So again, these have a magnetic lid. So I'm just going to pull the lid off, and I'm going to stick it to the bottom. It magnetizes to the bottom without any issue. It doesn't change the profile or anything. It doesn't look weird. It stays like that in your hand. I'm just going to pour the drills straight out like that. We're going to give it a shake. Make sure it gets on all the corners and the sides. And then I'm just going to tip it to get the drills to come to the bottom. Look at that. Perfectly lined up, ready to go. And it's kind of nicer sometimes when the rows are a little bit bigger than the drill size, because then it just it makes these nice lines for you a little bit better. So that is perfect for me. And then we're gonna do some more placing. So again, I'm holding the tray where the stopper is in my hand, and I'm diamond painting left-handed, and I'm just pulling them right out of the bottom area of the tray. So I'm just grabbing them. Do any of you guys do something funny with your drills? Like, do you grab them row by row by row, or do you just randomly grab them like savage, like from the middle? Like, how do you guys diamond paint out of your trays? Are you methodical about it, or do you just grab them randomly? I personally am a little type A, so I literally am grabbing from this corner. You see how there's like less? I'm grabbing from here, and I will work my way down. So that's just how I do it. Although I will say, if I'm multi-placing, like if I was gonna multi-place with this pen, I will grab anywhere, but it has to come from the top. Like, I'm not gonna grab from the center. I just grabbed I grabbed a random number of drills. So I'm trying to see, oh, there you go. It fits there. So yeah, you can do that either way. Whatever works for you. But I'm just interested if you guys, let me know if you guys are watching this as a premiere, put it in the chat. Do you guys grab from the center, like randomly in here, or do you like to be methodical and just make, sometimes I like to race them. So like I will grab the drills that are up top and I will go down until it's like an even line across. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Okay. So anyway, so here we go. We're going to put this color away. So I am now going to take the lid off of the bottom, set it on the top, take out the stopper. I have my container. I am going to tip it and shake. And again, this one, the stopper is on the side, so I do kind of lean it to the side a little bit so they all go to that area. Shake it around. Oh, only one drill left. That's pretty good. So then again, I'm gonna put this on the bottom, and I'm just gonna grab it with my finger because it's literally just one. And then we put it back, and then I put my stopper back, magnetized, and there you go. That is Bijou Bliss in all of its glory. So I'm going to put that one away. 2 more to go. We are going to do NYX's Notion. So I'm going to grab my Wisteria Lane Submarine tray. This is the shorter sided one. So again, I'm going to pour out my drills. I'm going to shake, get it in all the corners. And then I'm going to go down so that way they start lining up. Trying to be a little bit more delicate because the walls here are a little bit shorter, but there you go. They lined up nicely. Couple gaps, but again, who cares? Like, really, who cares? I am not that picky. I really am not. So again, I hold it by the end with the stopper. And with these ones, because they're so freaking big, I do hold them like at an angle a little bit. And then I'm going to use my multi-placer here, and I'm just going to grab I'm going to grab 2, then I'm going to grab 3, and so on. Okay, great. We love it. It's going good. Now it's time to put these back in the container. Also, random spotlight of Crafts with Crashley. That my cover paper here is from Crafts with Crashley. I'll have her linked in the description box as well. This is a small shop that has the best cover paper ever. Love, love, love. And they have so many cool designs. Okay, so back to the trays. So here we have this. I'm just going to pop off the little stopper. And I'm going to grab this. I'm a little bit more terrified of these because they don't have the lid. I'm pretty sure NYX's Notions might sell lids, but I don't personally have any. But yeah, you just gently tap with your finger like this and just wiggle it. And do you see when you wiggle it, it just goes back into the container? You just can't be as aggressive. If you're more clumsy, this might not be the right one for you. But if you're gentle, it can go well. So I only had one that fell out, so that's not bad. And yeah, now the tray is empty. I'm going to do the same thing with the venti, but I'm not going to put drills down because I know this video is getting a little long. So I'm just going to go straight to my Ashley NYX's Notions venti tray here. So I'm just going to dump. I'm going to shake. And I love the high walls on this one because you can shake, baby. You can shake it like Taylor Swift. Ain't none of these coming out of here. And then you shake it down. And I feel like when you can get a little bit more aggressive with the shaking, the lineup is so much better, right? And again, the gapping down here, I don't care. I could literally care less. So there you see, they're all lined up beautifully. And now it's time to put them away. So I have my container. I take off the stopper, I open this up, and I start tilting. Because of the high walls, I can be more aggressive with my tilt, right? Like I can really like, I can tilt it high up. Sometimes there's a little bit of a traffic jam in the corner, like you can see there. You see how there's like a little traffic jam? So when that happens, I just tend to shake it backwards and then shake it forwards again, and that typically does it. And then again, just tapping with my finger to just get them out of there. Completely empty. Only one casualty fell, so I'm just going to stick that back in there, and we are good. So those are the two NYX's Notions trays. Adorable. Okay, and then last but certainly not least, we have our two Munimade trays here. So I have the little one, which I'll do first. Okay, pull that lid right off, set it to the side. Then I'm going to pour the drills in there. I'm going to give it a good shake. Again, I'm not really being delicate about my shake here. It's actually doing really well. Then I'm going to go like this to get them to come down to the end. That's how they lined up. Okay, beautiful. And then let's say I'm ready to put them away. I'm going to take the stopper out first, put the lid back on, put my finger on the lid to make sure it doesn't come off. And then I'm going to tip upside down 100%, like 90 degrees. Like this is a 90-degree tilt. And then take the lid off to make sure okay, two stragglers, no big deal. And I just use my finger. When you get a brand new tray, it doesn't really matter what company it's from. If you're getting a brand new tray, I recommend either washing it with soap and water and then letting it dry, or running a dryer sheet all over it, because sometimes the plastic on plastic, the static part of it, it just makes it harder for drills to come out. But if you use it a bunch of times or you de-static it, you should be fine. But that is the Munimade tiny tray. Then the last one we have here is the Big Daddy Munimade tray. Big orange, big papa, big pumpkin. So we're just gonna pull the lid off of that, dump all that in, give it a good shaky. Again, I'm being a little bit more aggressive because the walls are higher on this one. Getting it all the way up, and then we're tilting it down, just giving it a little bit of a tap. Because these are such long grooves, they do get caught up like that sometimes, but again, I personally don't care when that happens. Some people really do. You decide for yourself if that matters to you, but that is the lineup of the Munimade tray. Again, there's a new version of these trays, so it could be a little bit different, but overall, I think that this is just fine. And again, it has high walls. So then if I want to put it back in the container, I'm going to take off the stopper. I'm going to put this lid back on it. And then I'm going to shaky right back in. Again, whenever there's a lid, full 90-degree angle. I am not afraid of drills falling out of here. Take the lid back off to check my work. Only one drill, using my finger to get it off. Putting the stopper back in the head of the lid here, or in the head of the tray, putting this back on, and it is good to go. And those are my Munimade trays. So I'm going to come back up to my desk and we're gonna have some final thoughts. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching this. If you watched the premiere or if you watched the replay, either way, I'm really appreciative. I hope you enjoyed me going through my 4 small shop tray collections that I have. I love all of them for different reasons, but I'm not gonna lie, Bijou Bliss is definitely my favorite and the one that I continue to use to this day on a regular basis. But I think they're all incredible for different reasons, and everyone has a different preference. So just because I have a favorite doesn't mean that your favorite is the same as mine. Some people prefer bigger trays because it fits in their hand better. Some people prefer super tiny trays because they like to do single placing. Everybody's got their own vibe. What I think is really special about each of these small shops is they come in different sizes, materials, customization, and again, you ain't getting that from Walmart. So definitely check out the description box below to see all of these beautiful shops and what they have to offer. I hope you do grab something, and again, be on the lookout for discount codes for different events that are taking place throughout the year, and even just what their shops have to offer. But again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for being a part of this Small Shop 2025 Fall Festival, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.